Hello, welcome to Women of a Certain Age. I am Daheen, and we celebrate Gen X with joy and confidence. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about first quarter. It's almost over. We are in the fourth day of March, and I'm curious to know, have you done all that you would like to do? Not necessarily resolutions, but what are some of the things that were on your list that you have been able to cross out, even if it's just one thing? I'm not big on the people say go big or go home. And I find oftentimes when people say that, they usually don't get off the couch. So I think it's best to make realistic goals of what you want to do and what does that look like. So for me, I created a journal and I am currently working on a planner because I love a good planner. I wish I had mine here, but I don't. But I love a good planner, so that way I'm real old school when it comes to that. I'll put my stuff in a planner and then I'll also put it in my phone just to make sure that I don't miss anything. I had an old director one time, and she said she has her desk planner where she can look down and write everything. She takes that and transfers it to her book planner, and then from her book planner, she puts into her phone. So she always has backup. I think that's a good idea. However, 9 times out of 10, I'm always going to carry my phone, but I like to have that book planner, which works best for me. So I am in the process of creating an actual planner for all the things that I really want to do and plan to do. So, like I said, I knocked out the journal piece. I still have some work to do on that, the aesthetics of it. And then I also want to do some traveling this year. I have one, two, three places I want to go for sure. But I think wisdom is going to tell me to just pick maybe one or two. So I'll see what that looks like. Have a birthday coming up. I do want to travel for that. I do want to go on a road trip. I really do enjoy traveling, and I do have a desire, although I have been to 20 plus countries, I do have a desire to go to every state. So we'll see what that looks like. I seem to keep going back to the same ones, and that's probably because I have family and friends in those areas. But I really want to go to different states. So going back to how's it looking for you the first quarter? Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe and turn on your notification button so that way you don't miss a video when I post. But how's that looking for you? I have a list of things that I want to do. My director is really amazing in terms of meeting up with us, making sure that we do the things that we're supposed to do for our plans. And she is good in terms of accountability. And I so appreciate her because I am mindful of making sure I don't say anything to her that I don't want to come back to me or bite me on the back end. Because I could say something like, I would like to go to the moon, just in passing, and then we'll have a conversation somewhere down the road, and she'll say, how's that moon trip coming along? What's your plans for it? So it's holding me to task, which is very important because I think sometimes we get a little free with things we want to do, and I don't know if that's because we don't think they'll happen. I don't know if that thinks there's a group of us in Gen X that also feel like we may be too old. And don't get me wrong, there are some things I do believe that I don't want to get in trouble for saying this, but there's some things that I think we might be too old for, like I'm trying to think, what would it be? um, Maybe there isn't because I can't think of anything I feel like it was on the tip of my tongue, and now that I said it, I can't think of anything, but maybe you see people at a certain age and you were like, oh, I don't know. But hey, if that's what they want to do, that's between them and the good Lord. However, there's just certain things that I know I have no desire to do. And that could be age, that could just be it's not a desire of mine. Who knows? But what are the things that you want to do? I am creating, and I challenge you as well to look over your first quarter, see how your first, second, and now we're in our third month, see what that looks like, and see how we can move forward. Is there something that you need to remove and add into there? I am, as you can see, my hair is a little bit different. I say my hair because it's mine. I paid for it. I am in the process of growing out my hair, and I also had traction alopecia, so my hair is growing back, and I am happy about that. But I'm trying to do low maintenance hairstyle so that way I'm not pulling on it or putting a lot of stress on it. So I get my hair braided this week. My braider was around the world and she just got back, so I will be getting that done. So in the meantime, I have my handy dandy, my girl Sade, sitting up there with me today. So I am enjoying it. I am low maintenance when it comes to my hair, so I am going through this hair journey. I remember someone told me years ago when I lived abroad that and of course at that time I wasn't 50 yet, but I remember her saying, I kept toying with the idea of me wanting to cut my hair off, just shave it off, like a real close Caesar. And I've had it cut real low before, but not Caesar style, like real low where you can see the scalp. And I remember her saying to me that, telling me not to, because she felt like, or she heard, I'm assuming, she said, your hair doesn't grow after 50. And when she said it, I thought it was an odd thing to say because I knew plenty of women who were in their 50s and their hair grew. So I don't know, maybe it's what you eat or something along those lines, but needless to say, that is not true. My hair is growing. I have cut it several times because it gets to that length where I can't do anything with it, and then I'm deciding on what to do, and then I end up at the barber shop cutting it off. So I figured what I was doing before was I had the natural, a TWA, teeny weeny afro, and I was going to a lady that did natural hair, and it came out really cute. But then I had decided that in between that time, I'm trying to turn this off. In between that time, I had I was waiting to get my hair done by her, and then her and her husband got pregnant. So I had to wait. So I just started, going to the barber, taking it off. And then I finally decided to let it grow. And she did it one day when she finally came back, and I finally went to her. And it's that in between time where, I don't know. I don't want to deal with it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I just decided, I'm going to take it off again. And since then, I think that was last year. It was last year, as a matter of fact, April of last year. So I kept saying I was going to go back to her because what I'll do is I'll have the braids, and then I'll go and have her do the natural, and then I will just go back and forth. So I hadn't been to her in a while. I've been getting the goddess braids put in it. But I was like, I'm going to go back to her before April again, so that way it's not a full year. And come to find out, she's having a baby. And her last day of doing hair, she's in her 9th month, I believe, is Saturday. So, needless to say, in 2 weeks, Saturday. I guess a little more than a week and a half now. I will not be seeing her before she has the second baby. So, with that being said, I'm going to try to stick to the braids, find different styles like this just to, do something different. This is different for me. And like I said, I like a low maintenance style, so I don't have to do a whole lot with it. So, yeah, there you have it. Hopefully, tell me what you think. You like it? I like it. It takes some adjusting because the thing has almost fell off a couple of times, which means I am not used to it. But with anything, as you start to practice, it gets better. So, hey, it is what it is. I will be getting some more pieces just to see what that looks like. But that is my rant for now. Thank you so much for indulging and listening and taking your time. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thank you. Be blessed and have an amazing day.